Let's move onwards to the next one. This time, back to Hellhound, but with the Queen. I do think the Queen is quite powerful, but just if we get the right combination of stuff together with any sort of imp build, pretty much, we'll see. This is good. This is a good start. We have Welder Helper and Imp in a box, and our secondary clan provides us with a way to reform imps. Can't hope for a much better start with this kind of strategy, although Purifying Cleanse might not be as valuable in this deck. We have, again, double explosive Daedalus, we have Fel with Rage, and we have Seraph the Chaste. Seraph the Chaste can be frustrating to fight with imps, because oftentimes your main scaling is going to be Rage, and Seraph can get rid of that. But if we manage to find a Transcend Imp, we can outscale him so easily. If we don't, then things are gonna be a bit tougher. Improved Firebox versus Wing Clippings. We have an Imp in a box. I would love to play that multiple times. Firebox, that allows us to very easily pick up something like a Consumer of Crowns, which I wouldn't be entirely against. I'm gonna go with the Firebox because it provides a lot of potential with certain things we could get here. We have a way to repeatedly gain back imps, so Imperialist Path is good. The main problem with Imperialist Path is, however, how do we kill the first boss? And that's a real and legitimate issue. We don't have any other way to kill imps right now, so if we go with Rally, these Welder Helpers are gonna stay alive for most of the time. We can give them Burnout 3, but they will still die probably too late for us to play other imps there. So we would be looking at maybe like a 40 damage Shardtail Queen. We'll also have much more trouble dealing with waves. So if at all possible, I would like to go with Imperialist and find a way that we can beat the boss. And I think with these Welder Helpers and the Imp in a box, that's certainly possible. If not, we might take some damage here, but we are most likely not gonna die to this. I think we can take the mark of Invasion, because our champ can do AoE. Not against the top floor enemies, sadly, because it's an action, so it won't trigger. It won't trigger when dazed. It's my main issue here. Or we can probably sweep away this lane, this wave. Can we though? Top floor is capacity reduced, otherwise I would be setting up top with these 3 units. This always happens. The question is, do I want to clear these and take 5 damage on my queen? Or do I want to clear just 2 of them, but take no damage on my queen? And I think no damage on the queen is more important. These guys are only gonna deal 1 damage to us. 1 damage each. Except now... no, we can play 3 Quins Implings if we want to. Is the Collector worth that? I'm thinking no. Oh! That's also a card that died. I want to prevent the damage against my queen here. We'll take another 2 Imp in a box gives me 2 molding imps. Definitely very happy to see the Welder Helper. This train sword again, I guess they can deal some damage on the bottom floor. And let's pray for some imps here. That's not an imp, but it's not bad anyways. There we go. Thanks to the armor on the frontliner, we give the backliner enough time to help chip in some damage, so I would like another Welder Helper, yes. Molder for targeted reform is very nice. We need some damage output against bosses. We need a boss killer. Anything that deals a high amount of damage can work. Especially if it's small. Any scaling could help. I think for cards that deal a high amount of damage, we better go for a remnant unit. While Hellhound does have 2 units that come to mind that would help a lot. Branded Warrior and Horned Warrior. Even Deranged Brute will work for now. We can't really take Alpha Friend or Demon Friend. We could take Consumer of Crowns, but that will be on another floor. I guess we can take Demon Friend as well and put them on another floor. That's not a bad idea at all. Okay, yeah, with Demon Friend being an option, I think that skews the odds towards Hellhound. Do we want spell upgrades though? Yes. Holdover molded, cost reduce the molded, cost reduce the primitive mold, cost reduce and consume remove an imp in a box. Permafreeze a molded, maybe not. No double stack target. But we would be relying on getting a good unit here. Although harvest units are very good units right now. That once again skews me back towards Remnant. Hi Barrys, thank you. That was a fun run, the Flicker one. This could decide a lot about where we are going with this. There's no chance to upgrade either sort of card on the next floor. So this is all the upgrades we're gonna get before Daedalus, and we need to get ready to fight Daedalus with a unit that is capable of beating Daedalus. Harvest is decent. Harvest or any aggressive unit, yeah. I think we have... Ooh, I see a multi-strike! It's not Paraffin Enforcer, so it's Paraffin Thug. We do it again. The early money engine. We don't need Wickstone on the Welder Helper, right? No, the Welder Helpers go in the back. Maybe on a Queen's Impling? No. Nope. Nope, nope. Gonna save the money. Enemy units enter with armor 10. Does that cost us slays? It doesn't. We will usually still be able to get slays. Do we? 20, 30... it might cost us some slays. But the backliners will usually not slay either way, because we're gonna blast them away with imps. We can't set up... Yeah, we have to set up on the top floor, which makes these reconcilers a bit annoying. But the thing with them is... there will only be 2 this entire fight. So I'm not that worried about them just yet. We need to start working on this wave. That's the one that's gonna be the most problematic. Although, if we don't deal any more damage to the Disciple Protector... No. That won't work out. Yeah, we definitely play the imp here. Should have done that first and played this imp in the front. Missed out on that. Yeah, there's 2 more on the boss. Is there any imp that I would prefer over a Welder Helper? I mean, I would prefer a holdover Welder Helper, I guess. Reroll? Yes. Ah, right, that's not quite enough. I don't mind having a high density of Welder Helpers in the deck. Don't mind that at all. I think we should be ready for this boss fight. And we indeed are. Even got to slay the boss. Well, not nearly making as much money as last time. But that had to be expected. With the AoE damage champion. I don't think we need Vent. I don't think we need Fortify. Do we need Hornbreak? Yes. Hornbreak does allow us to deal with backliners, with armored units, and with our own imps. Wouldn't mind an Entombed Explosive, but I think we don't really benefit that much from it. Alpha Friend is not great, 3 capacity is a problem if we want to have them on our main floor, and on another floor they are not going to provide enough power. Lady of the House would be the closest, but I think it's a skip. We need some capacity. Dupe. We could dupe the imp in a box, but we don't really have the capacity to make much with these imps. So I'm instead gonna go for the Herzal's Horn and pray for a good artifact. That's decent. That's gonna be a lot of extra damage on our Shardtail Queen. I don't think we want a Tycoon or a second Thug. Fissure in the Bone Shaker. I think we are doing a change of plans here. Is this gonna be another run that's gonna be carried by a Dupe 5 and an early multi-strike Paraffin Thug? Could very well be. This Dupe 5 is a lot more volatile though. It could be great, but it could also be pretty unexciting. Okay, we have to formulate our strategy here. I think we now have so many imps that we want to be spread on 2 floors. But even with that spread, how do we make it work best for us? Paraffin Thug is gonna be our boss killer, I believe. Which is already a weird thing to think about. Ooh, right. That does trigger Slay. Not that this really matters. I forgot to play the Welder Helper. But we will need a Welder Helper on this floor as well, so... Now the question is, how many of these imps do we want to die? When do we want to play our Welder Helpers? We'll have to see about that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an imp frontline, right? Sure. It's not gonna prevent a whole lot of damage, but this is gonna deal a whole lot of damage. I should have reformed first. The Welder Helper would actually have been quite useful. It appears Imp Toss does not trigger Consumed Crown, which is very unusual. I did count on that. So this is quite frustrating. Fire Jumper. Let's play Welder Helper first. I'm a bit worried about our boss damage. How do we fix that? We'll get another Slay on Shardtail Queen, but just one. Oh, didn't even get the one. Let's see what we have in store here. Transcend Imp would solve all our problems. Oh, we're not lucky enough to get one here. The range does just run out too quickly. That's a decent chunk of damage. We should be fine. We will be fine. Especially with such a premium imp. This deck really needs capacity right now. Oh look. Look who it is. It's our friend. Transcend him. We can't reliably play Demon Imp. Demon Friend on our second turn. Otherwise I would probably have taken it. Okay. I think we want to start getting some purchase on the Strain Steward or maybe even Queen Simplings. And start looking for Endless. Do we? Do we need Endless? We have Reform. If we hold over the Molded, we can make that our Transcend Imp every turn. Endless is more flexible, I think. It allows for crazier combos. And we are not looking to get Flying Seraph kills or anything. Imagine if the Capacity Crystal was blue. Ah, good old times when it actually was. There was in the open beta, the colors of the capacity and draw crystals were changed. And they were switched during further development, because capacity is yellow, so the capacity crystal should be yellow. Obviously Pyre is red, so the Pyre crystal stayed red. And then draw just became the remaining color. Still not sure. Endless and Holdover have the same chance of appearing, but I would actually like health upgrades on my imps as well. I do like the removals. We're going right. Give me Endless. Easy game. This is mostly because we have the champion that sacrifices imps anyways. So we can use that imp to better block some damage. And now we just need to reduce this deck to a size where we have easy access to Transcend Imp every fight. I don't need to deal 30 damage per imp. I'd rather have Shardtail Queen actually grow. I'm even gonna buy a Purge here. Not finding Transcend Imp is how we lose fights now. Maybe we dupe Transcend Imp. I like the idea of that. Then we just play all our imps on other floors. Mark of Invasion. I think that's okay. We'll take 6 from the top floor. And we set up on the middle floor. No, we don't. We don't set up on the middle floor. We probably take another 6 from the middle floor instead. How's our chance to be able to deal with the middle floor? I don't want to start killing those and then realize I don't have the tools to kill them all and then actually take more damage. I mean, this is currently 8. If I kill 3 of them, it's still 8. So it's a relatively low risk thing, but still. One molding in, please. Thank you. That was swift. There we go. That solves that problem for us. We do already kill everyone here. I want the Rally trigger though. We play these remaining imps just to get more effect out of our Transcend Imps later on. which have not yet shown up. This is good, we get another sleigh. Can we get... Fine, this will... No, this won't work. 92... 100 and... Nope. I want the sleigh. I want the sleigh enough that I'm fine with skipping a rally trigger here. Huh. Transcend him still in the deck. Well, it's a large deck, so that can happen. Don't even get the sleigh on this guy. Oh well. Hi Transcend Imp. How are you today? Do you want to gift some armor and rage to our righteous cause? All imps on every floor. Yeah. I like having one of these in my base deck. Resin removal, memories of the melter. We don't need any of these. Apply endless to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. We don't need that. It could actually be a problem. Slowing our draws. Ember deposits. Do I want those? Do we need more ember? Do we really need more ember? No. We don't. Let's get a new friend. Transcend him to second. And move on. I should still be careful. This deck is powerful, but it's not that powerful. No, it is really powerful. But we could still fail if we mess up, draw the wrong things at the wrong time, or a combination of that. But to be perfectly honest, at this point it's pretty hard to mess up and die. Burnout imps should go on other floors, because we already have the free imp removal on that floor. I messed that one up. I should have put the imps that die easily on the bottom floor. The burnout imps should go on the top. And these 1 health imps should go on the bottom. I think at this point we can also remove the paraffin thug pretty easily. 2 more of these, why not? No more space for imps. Let's play Fledgling and then Transcend. No reason to play this if I don't have space for imps anyways, and I mean... yeah. This deck has scaling that is absolutely insane. Inferno could clear a floor of imps. That's not a good enough reason to pick it though. Subsuming Blade can kill off imps. Don't you need that multi-strike for more coverage for 2 or 3 tanks? I guess that's a valid reasoning. Yes, yes, I will keep that guy around. Then again, we get to a point where our Transcend Imps will... now I wish I could put Quick on a Transcend Imp. I was mainly looking for not consume, burnout here. More removals, more Merchant of Steels, more Caverns. I think it's time to start removing some stuff. Let's get 2 more removals here. The Ragefell is best fought on the bottom floor, so he doesn't have time to multi-rage enemies. But the bottom floor is capacity reduced, and reduced capacity really cripples our scaling. As well as having an empty bottom floor gives us access for easy imp disposal. Did we already? We did already play one. There we go. I think that's still a slay, right? We're dealing 40, 102. Yep, we still get a slay out of this, which is nice. Okay. I need a Pyre Chomper now. What's up with these guys? Still looking for a Pyre Chomper, there we go. This guy actually sweeps, but that doesn't matter. The Paraffin Thug has us covered for removing these guys. I'm getting... yeah, I'll get a Slay there. Wait, I'll get the Slay anyways, right? Not with that one though. With this one, yes, I will. Nope. The Shardtail Queen grows too strong. Finally, we found our Transcend Imp. This guy will actually become quite serious. I should put my imps on the top floor instead. there are all the pyre chompers. I don't care about a little bit of extra rage on you. Now things will be really growing beyond ridiculous here. I messed up my Ember management. Whoops. That makes things a bit tougher. But we are fine. We scaled out of control already. I guess we can also just be lucky. That works too, I guess. Let's see how big we can get this to be. Aha. Oh my. Oh my imp. What's happening here? Yeah. Which one do we go for? Last stand? It's just more capacity. That's all we need. Some draw would be nice. But we can instead just dupe the Transcend Imp again. Now we have space for three of them after all, right? And I think now the only thing that matters. Yeah, I messed up the Endless Transcend Imp, but luckily we were able to find one in a box. Honestly, I don't care about the extra scaling, because when we are scaling way out of control anyways. I care about the extra front-loaded damage, because that's where we might fail, if anything. These guys are actually scary. That wave could kill us. I'm gonna set up on the top floor. I do want every turn I can get to prepare for this monstrosity of a floor. 46, 46, that's 92, 110 damage incoming on that floor. Oh, we did get dazed, so we lost our access. I want the Welder Helper, I want the Fledgling Imp, and of course I want the Transcend Imp. I'm gonna play the last stand. We're just gonna get it back later on with the Transcend Imps. And now I hope for... Actually, it doesn't matter. We have the Transcend Imp. We'll be fine. More than just fine. We haven't played the Scholar yet. $122. Yeah, they got some kills, so they increased their damage a bit. But we now have 2 Transcend Imps every turn, which translates into a lot of armor. Like a giant amount of armor. Yeah, that bottom floor can be really scary. If you take this trial against Shadewings, you better have a plan for removing them before they hit you. Or, like this deck, you have a plan of becoming overpowered. I love this deck. And it's not just because it's OP. But also because it's OP. Let's make a giant amount of rage here. How much rage can we make? Not any more than that. Hi Chris, welcome. Chris the Pillow. Oh, we have 2 Chris's in chat now. Oh yeah, give me more Last Stands. Hey. More Last Stands. 2000 rage on both of these? It's going... We're going places here. 4000 rage? 8000 rage? 9999 rage. Hitting for 20k. I'm great, Chris. Thank you so much for asking. I had a lovely day today. And this run is just runs like this are one thing I really like about Monster Train. Things can just get so out of hand, it's really quite funny. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. We needed that. Without this, we are not gonna beat Seraph. Seraph has 40 million health, right? Oh, he doesn't? Ah. I'm not even gonna take it. It's so unnecessary. Let's purge these weak imps from the deck. And then let's see how quickly can we beat Seraph. At this point, it's definitely not about can we beat Seraph. That question has been answered a while ago. Impolate would deal a decent amount of damage in this deck. It would scale up even over the turns. Let's see what we get here. That's not actually good. Can't set up on the bottom floor with this. It just generates a ton of energy. But it sets up for future turns involving Transcend Imps. Ooh. Things are starting to look good. Let's play the first last stand. Ooh, another Transcend Imp. Now the only thing we need to really go off is the Scholar. We don't currently have a Scholar. Don't want any imp to survive, so I'm gonna play the Welder Helper on the bottom to avoid the Ember Drain. Yep, the snowballing of imps has begun. Fletching Imp is nice. As soon as we get our hands on a Scholar, which is sadly in the bottom part of our deck, we could almost go infinite with this. That was lucky. I didn't realize I was down to 1 Ember here. Because of these Pyre Wings. Well, with the Scholar coming this late, didn't quite work out for the super early kill. Yes. Looking for more Scholars, but we are very lucky to always get the last stamp back. Hopefully we can get Seraph to come to the top floor so we can actually get the early kill. Nope. I guess Seraph really wants us to scale this even further. I mean, we'll probably reach the 10k rage. Maybe not. Oh, there's another scholar. Now we'll definitely reach it. Eventually. Yeah, Seraph is definitely playing to his outs. Unfortunately, his outs aren't great. Now we just recycle the last stand a couple of times. I'm gonna kill Seraph with imps. I'm gonna do it. Let's get to 10k rage first. Got to 10k rage. And then it's time to finish this with imps. Like, this is already enough. But it's not enough for me. We can go even further. And further. Not much further than this though, unless we get another Transcend Imp. I guess this is gonna be a new record for Rage Applied. What do you think? Yeah, that was some disgusting overkill. But that's usually how Shardtail Queen goes when you get a start like this. Some way or another, you're gonna end up with disgusting overkill. If you get a good start and a Transcend Imp. Personal record, imps played 247. We played almost twice as many imps as my previous best. And I had decks that were quite similar to this before. Too bad we can't see all the records we just broke with this run. But yeah, that's the power of the Shardtail Queen. Give her a couple of endless Transcend Imps and she goes absolutely batshit crazy and scales out of control in no time. And that's what happened here. This marks 6 out of 10 completed for our Herzal's streak. We have Homebreaker Prince, Sentient, Tethys, Penumbra, Rector Flicker, and now the Shardtail Queen done. So that leaves 4 more successful runs in a row with the remaining 4 champions on Covenant 25 to complete the challenge. Can I do it?